Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. For today's box opening, we've got another Jumpstart 2022 booster box. So this box is co-sponsored by a member of the channel who goes by the handle Gryffindor. He asked me not to use his real name, so I won't. So we're going to split this box 50-50. They still have one and a half boxes left. Here's your community tab, and look, and we'll get to see there's still for sale. There are here again. The price was 125 for box open and ship to you. We'll see about box. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right, so 2 equal stacks of 12, splitting it 50-50. I guess we'll just go Gryffindor on the left and me on the right, and we'll go through Gryffindor's packs first. So this is not a battle. This is just a break. So it's an even split between us. Only I don't have to ship the cards to myself because I'm already here. All right, so we are going to start off with a Think Again. So Think Again is going to be a common theme out of blue. And we're going to see Jace, Arcane Strategist, as a mythic hit, followed by a Spectral Sailor, Fairy Vandal, a Serum Visions, Memorial to Genius, a Soul Read, Merfolk Pupil, the Ikite, the Skyfish, the Protege, the Anima, the Griffin, Dragunder, and a Thriving Isle, followed by some Mountains to go along with Jace. All right, so let's open up theme booster number 2. In case you're not familiar with Jumpstart 2022, each color has 2 mythic themes, 3 rare themes, and 4 common themes, for a total of 46 if my math is correct. All right, so we've got an experimental here out of red. This is going to be a rare theme, and rare themes have 2 variants. So we've got an Ignite the Future, followed by a Mizzix Replicator Rider. Very cool to see double rare. Then we get a Young Pyromancer, Grotag the Night Runner, Seize the Storm, a Lightning Axe, followed by a Thermo Alchemist, Spellgorger Weird, Catalyst Elemental, a Goblin Researcher, a Firebolt, an Electric Revelation, and a Thriving Bluff, followed by some Mountains. All right, so we've got 1 rare and 1 common theme. Let's see if we can't find ourselves a mythic theme for Gryffindor. We are going to see Detective out of blue. This is going to be another common theme. But we're going to see a Shimmer Dragon. Does hold a little bit of value. Hold for Questioning. A Magnifying Glass in the anime with a Lumen Grid Sentinel. Skilled Animator. Dutiful Replicator. A Floodhound. Vidalcan Engineer. Drownyard Explorers. The Wellfast Wingsmith. Press for Answers. Jace's Scrutiny, and a Thriving Isle with our islands in the back. Just skimming through the lands in the back, they're all just going to be basic lands, unless, of course, there was a mispack, in which case you might find something secret back there. All right, we got another blue one here. We've got Inventive, also a common theme. So we're going to see a Hangerback Walker coming in as our rare, holds a little bit of value. And then we get a Launch Mishap. Here we go. Whirler Rogue, Renowned Weaponsmith, a Juggernaut, followed by a Gearsmith Prodigy, Aeronaut Tinkerer, Aviation Pioneer, with a Gear Seeker Serpent, a Heart Piercer Bow, Vial of Dragonfire, an Artificer's Epiphany, and a Thriving Isle, with a Seat of the Synod as a land. And yep, just our islands in the back. That one threw me a little bit. Usually when you see the Thriving Isle, Heath, Bluff, whatever it happens to be, that's usually the end, and they snuck a land right behind it. All right, so this time we are going to see Holy out of white. This is going to be a common theme, but we are going to see a rare Righteous Valkyrie with some value there, followed by an Emancipation Angel, an Inspiring Cleric, an Attended Healer, Face Fetters, Chains of Custody, the Chaplain, Pilgrim of the Ages, the Pilldrop Rescuer, the Anointer of Valor, followed by Light of Hope, Divine Arrow, and a Thriving Heath, with our basic planes in the back. So I believe in our last box we saw 4 or 5 mythic themes. I'm hoping this box proves out to be as lucky. So far, not so good. We've got cats here, so this is going to be a common theme out of white. And we're going to see a Regal Carkle, followed by an Ingenious Leonin, King of the Pride, Savannah Lions, Make a Stand, Leonin Snarecaster, Felidar Cub, Bassary's Acolyte, Sky Hunter Patrol, a Leonin Scimitar, followed by an Impeccable Timing, Weight of Conscience, and a Thriving Heath. And there we go. So there are currently 23 mythics valued over $1, 42 rares, 16 uncommons, and 9 commons, currently all valued over $1 in this set. So lots of value. So we've got Gigantic. This is going to be a rare theme out of green. And we're going to see Runadai Behemoth Caller coming in as our rare. Does hold value. Followed by a Thrashing Brontodon, Towering Gibbon, Woodborne Behemoth, the Enlarge, followed by Naga Vitalist, Ondu Giant, Colossal Dreadmaw, the Havenwood Worm, Pounce, Overgrowth, Gift of the Gargantuan, and a Thriving Grove with our basic forests in the back. And I just find it significantly easier to slice open the back of these than it is to try and find the sleeve tab or the sliding tab. All right, we got elves here. It's going to be out of green. It's a common theme with some Wolverine riders with a little bit of value. The Woodland Champion, Dwayne's Elite, an Elven Bow, an Instrument of War, Elvish Rejuvenator, Ivy Lane Denizen, Elder Leaf Mentor, Lice Alana Huntmaster, Might of the Masses, Roots of Wisdom, Band Together, and a Thriving Grove. And our basic forest in the back. All right, let's keep going here. All right, we've got Law, another common theme. Decree of Justice coming in as our rare with a Magnanimous Magistrate, an Arrest, a Phalanx Tactics, Unquestioned Authority, Law Rune Enforcer, Ninth Bridge Patrol, Kami of Ancient Law, Midnight Guard, the Night Guard Patrol, the Sky Hunter Patrol, Radiance Judgment, and a Thriving Heath. And our planes in the back. All right, so we are going to see this time Insects coming out of green. And we're going to see Zask Skittering Swarmlord coming in as our rare. This is going to be a pretty decent hit at around $7. Then we're going to see Karul Harpooner, Circuit Mender, Nantuko Cultivator, Crawling Sensation, Caustic Caterpillar, an Iron Shell Beetle, a Giant Ladybug, followed by a Karul Forgers, Moldgraph Millipede, Relentless Pursuit, a Hunter's Edge, and a Thriving Grove, with some forests in the back. All right, 2 more theme boosters to go here. All right, so we are going to see Teamwork out of white. This is going to be a rare theme. And this is going to contain Argus Kos Eternal Soldier. A little bit of value there. Followed by Tarankia, a Crowan Veteran. Not much value there. Angelic Cub, Valorious Stance, the Angelic Protector, Dragon Blood, Task Force, Infantry Veteran, Cavalry Drill Master, Combat Professor, Moment of Triumph, Cage of Hands, Sandstone Bridge, and a Thriving Heath. And then our planes. All right, so final Jumpstart booster pack for Gryffindor. Let's make it a mythic. And it is going to be spicy. So this is going to be a mythic hit. It's also the artwork on the top of the box. So that means there's only one variant of this. And our rare is going to be Auntie Blight Bad Influence. So this is going to be a pretty good hit at around $15. And that's going to be followed by a Loxodon Warhammer coming in as a second rare. Then we have an Impending Doom, Goblin Artillery, Goblin Psychopath, Ravenous Giant, Spear Spewer, a Fire Slinger, a Smoldering Efreet, Cloud Hauler Swine, an Aftershock, Sarkhan's Rage, and a Thriving Bluff. All right, so only one mythic theme for Gryffindor. So let's take a look and see how many I get. And don't worry, I'm going to make sure that Gryffindor is taken care of. So for right now, I'm just going to slide those up and move Auntie. And let's start opening up my 12 theme boosters. Maybe I just shuffled way too darn late. All right, so we're going to see Ferocious. This is a common theme for green. And we're going to see a Creeper Hulk, followed by a Bonder's Enclave. A little bit of value there. A Towering Gibbon, Challenger Troll, Roar of the Challenge, Colossal Magistry, Ilcian Caryatid, Drowsing Tyrannodon, Frontier Mastodon, a Giant Ladybug, Spectral Hunt Caller, a Savage Punch, a Kite Sail, and a Thriving Grove. And just our forest in the back. So hopefully this isn't just a dud box overall, and that we can see some significant value. So far I haven't had a bad Jumpstart 2022 box, but I guess they probably exist. All right, we got Gross out of black. This is just going to be a common theme. And we're going to see an Ophiomancer coming in as our rare, a little bit of value. Plague Crafter, Skull Slither Worm, the Swarm of the Butterflies, Witch's Cauldron, Blight Keeper, followed by a Vermin Gorger, a Durable Coil Bug, a Devouring Swarm, Ossuary Rats, Eaten Alive, Grotesque Mutation, and then we're going to see a Thriving Moor with some swamps in the back. All right, so we are going to see Cruel coming out of black. Cruel is another common theme. It's rat themed. And we're going to see a Termination Facilitator coming in as our rare with a Feast of the Fallen, a Plague Spitter. That's very interesting artwork there. And then we got a Nested Ghoul, a Talon of Pain, Creeping Bloodsucker, Ossuary Rats, the Infernal Idol, an Alley Strangler, Lurking Deadeye, a Mire Blight, Consigned to the Pit with a Thriving Moor, and just some swamps in the back. So only one mythic theme so far in the entire box. So maybe the previous box was just really good. Let's see. So we're going to see Boneyard this time. Boneyard's going to be a rare theme. And the rare is going to be a Shadowborn Demon. Nice to see a mythic in the slot, but not high value. And that's going to be followed by a Grave Blade Marauder. And Ossuary Rats, Stitcher's Supplier. I think that does hold some value there. Then we got Liliana's Elite, Necrotic Wound, Suspicious Shambler, a Ghoul's Feast, a Wailing Ghoul, Gorging Vulture, Mood Mark Painter, Corpse Churn, and the Thriving Moor. And yep, just swamps in the back. All right, so we're going to see Fiery. This is going to be a common red theme. And we're going to see an Ogre Battlecaster coming in as our rare with a Chandra's Praling, Chandra's Spitfire, Coalborn Entity, Cone of Flame, Blister Spit Gremlin, Vashino Pyromancer, Wildfire Elemental, Pillar of Flame, Thrill of Possibility, Searing Spear with a Fiery Intervention, and a Thriving Bluff. And just the mountains. Okay, I've got 7 more to go. I felt upside down. Let's see if there's anything weird going on here. Oh, we got zombies. This is just going to be a common black theme. with an Endless Ranks of the Dead coming in as our rare, and a Deadly Plot, Lord of the Accursed, a Mire Triton, followed by a Graph Harvest, Suspicious Shambler, a Gnawing Zombie, Crow of Dark Tidings, Gavany Unhallowed, Malefield Twins with a Dead Weight, Cemetery Recruitment, a Thriving Moor, and Just Our Swamps. All right, so this takes us beyond the halfway point. There are exactly 6 more to go. Lots of trash to go around here. And we've got Treasure, another common red one. And we're going to see Captain Lannery Storm coming in as our rare with a Sozinkin Smelter, Blood Aspirant, Rapacious Dragon, Trove of Temptation, Goldhound, Dutiful Replicator with a Brazen Freebooter, Ripscale Predator, Sudden Breakthrough, Goldbane Pick, Wielding Sparks, and a Thriving Bluff with just mountains in the back. So despite all the value, we're only seeing 1 mythic so far. So we've got Go to School. This is a rare out of blue. And we're going to see Baron Talarian Archmage, followed by Biblioplex Kraken, Casmina Dismiss, Overwhelmed Apprentice, Merfolk Pupil, Wizard Mentor, Tragic Lesson, Elite Instructor, Talarian Sentinel, an Academy Journey Page, Bury in the Books, and a Thriving Isle with islands in the back. All right, 4 more to go. Come on, give us 1 more mythic in this box. All right, we got zombies again, another common black. But this one's going to contain Liliana Death's Majesty, mythic hit, followed by a Deadly Plot, Lord of the Accursed, Stitcher Supplier, Gravedigger, Suspicious Shambler, Returned Reveler, Crow of Dark Tidings, a Ghoul Raiser, Malefield Twins, the Dead Weight, Cemetery Recruitment, and the Thriving Moor with just swamps in the back. All right, moving along here. Wow, back-to-back zombies. All right, let's see if it's the exact same. If we see Liliana, I think we have the exact same. And we don't. We see Liliana's Mastery coming in. So a little bit of variation there. Deadly Plot, Lord of the Curse, Undead Augur, the Cellar Door, Suspicious Shambler, Shambling Ghoul, Crow of Dark Tidings, with a Marauding Bone Lasher, Malefield Twins, the Dead Weight, Cemetery Recruitment, and a Thriving Moor. So hopefully that was actually a good example of 2 variants that are the same theme back to back, but you can kind of see how the rare and a few of the commons did vary. All right, we are going to see Merfolk, common blue theme. And it's going to have Harbinger of the Tides coming in as a rare, with a Wake Thrasher as a second rare, Synchronized Eviction, Marrow Wajiri, a Fallow Stage, a Windrider Patrol, Soul Reed, Triton Shore Stalker, Stony Brook Angler, and a Water Trap Weaver. One with the Wind, a Crashing Tide, a Thriving Isle, and some islands. Okay, so let's see what's in here. This will be our last one. If this is not a mythic, this will be the first box that only has 1 mythic theme that I've opened. So we are going to see Detective. This is a common blue theme. And this is going to have Tameo the Moon Sage coming in as a mythic hit with Tameo's Journal right behind it. Hold for Questioning, Magnifying Glass, Erdwall Illuminator, Sir Eleanor the Discerning, Dutiful Replicator, Bloodhound, Vidalcan Engineer, and a Drown Yard Explorers with a Press for Answers, Jace's Scrutiny, and a Thriving Isle with the corresponding islands. All right, so I'll get everything sorted, organized, and don't worry, I'm going to be giving Gryffindor a little something extra to kind of ease the pain, since even though he got the one mythic, I still think the value may not be there. So there'll be a little something extra in your package, Gryffindor. All right, so I'll be right back with the MTG Box Analysis. In today's MTG Box Analysis, we're going to review the Jumpstart 2022 set structure. We'll also take a look at the set distribution versus the cards that we saw in this box. We'll look at set coverage, coverage of the themes, as well as duplication, set value, observe value, and then we'll close it out with a summary. If you want to go deeper into the analysis and see all of the metrics for this box, plus at least 70 others, simply join the channel at the Give Me the Data level. Let's take a quick look at the distribution of the Jumpstart 2022 set. This set contains a total of 834 cards. The set only contains cards from the primary colors of Magic, as well as artifacts, basic lands, and non-basic lands. Of the 834 cards, there are 51 brand new Magic cards, which means that 783 of the cards are reprints. Of these, 46 feature new anime-inspired artwork. Now let's compare the set's distribution versus the cards that we saw in this box. This chart shows all the cards we saw during the opening in green and the set in gray as the baseline. From the primary colors of Magic, we saw a variance of 24 cards between red and green's 45 cards and black's 69. We also saw 164 basic lands in this box. From a coverage perspective, we saw 281 unique cards, which accounts for 34% of the 834 cards in the set. Our highest coverage was in blue with 43% coverage. Pivoting into coverage by rarity, we saw 36% of the commons of the set, as well as 33% of the uncommons. We also saw 22% of the rares with 26 unique cards, and we saw 5 mythics for 16% coverage. From a theme variant perspective, we saw 18 unique common themes for 23% coverage, 5 rare themes for 17% coverage, and a single unique mythic theme for 9% coverage. From a duplication perspective, we didn't see any of the exact same theme variants, but we did see 2 of the 4 detective variants and 3 of the 4 zombie variants. From a card perspective, we saw 41 cards duplicated 199 times for a box duplication rate of 41%. However, if we back out the basic lands, the duplication rate drops to 10%. Before we take a look at the value of this box, let's baseline with a look at the value of the cards available to us in the Jumpstart 2022 set. This chart shows all 834 cards. Currently, there are 14 cards valued over $10. The set also contains 13 cards valued between $5 and $10, and 63 cards valued between $1 and $5. The remaining 744 cards are valued less than $1. If you were to add up the total value of all 834 cards, you'd have a grand total market value of $703.79, which is up $5.77 from last week. Now that we know the potential value of the set, let's take a look at the actual value that we saw in this box. We only saw one big hit, and that came from our only mythic theme in the box, and that was the Auntie Blight Bad Influence, valued at $13. Luckily, it was on Gryffindor's side of the box. We did also see 3 cards valued between $5 and $10, and 14 cards valued between $1 and $5. The remaining 462 cards from the main set, including all 164 basic lands, were valued less than $1. So how did this box perform? Well, Gryffindor purchased half of this box from me for $65 with shipping included, so in total, this box would have cost $130. The Jumpstart 2022 box contains 24 theme boosters with 20 cards each for a total of 480 cards. The 24 theme tokens are currently valued at $6.85. The 164 basic lands are valued at $18.75. The remaining 316 cards from the main set are currently valued at $107.75. This brings the grand total for the box up to $140.20, which is a small gain of $10.20 over the box price and equates to a return of 108% of the box price in card value. For those of you interested in cards valued just over $2, the numbers look like this. In total, we saw just 10 cards valued over $2 in this box, and they have a combined value of $47.26, which accounts for 34% of the total box value. Hello everyone, and thank you for making it to the end of the video. Despite Gryffindor actually returning somewhat of a profit on the box, I felt like we needed to add a little bit more to just make things a little bit better of an experience. So I'm going to add 2 set booster packs worth of cards to the box. So we're going to see ourselves a Full Art Plains, Raised to the Ground, a Ravenous Gigamole, a Falagi Archaeologist, a Yoshin Medic, Hero of the Dunes, and then we're going to see a Static Net, followed by a Giant Cindermaw, and we're going to see Goldbug, Humanity's Ally, one of the Transformer cards, followed by an Ornithopter, a Brotherhood's End, decent hit from the set, and then we're going to see a foil Chromatic Star with a Soldier. All right, so that wasn't so bad. Let's try pack number 2 and see if we can't even add to the total. All right, so we got a schematic art card there with a regular mountain, an Urza's Rebuff, a Veteran's Power Blade, a Goring Warplow, an Airlift Chaplain, followed by an Obstinate Baloth, Calamity's Wake, an Ashnod's Harvester, then we're going to see a Jalum Tome, followed by a Self-Assembler, a Visions of Phyrexia, and then a Spectrum Sentinel coming in foil in the back with a Ravage token. So very cool to see that. So these cards will be in your box, Gryffindor. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, do something amazing.